When Governor of New South Wales, Sir Richard Bourke landed in Melbourne in March 1837, not only did he change the settlement name from Batmania to Melbourne, he ordered Surveyor General Robert Hoddle to lay out the first formal town plan, known as Hoddle Grid. So what is Hoddle Grid? Hoddle Grid is the contemporary name given to grid of streets that form Melbourne CBD. It is bounded by Flinders Street, Spring Street, Trobe Street, and Spencer Street. Furthermore, Sir Richard Bourke also gave a list of names for Robert Hoddle to choose. But do you know why Sir Richard Bourke wanted these street names to be named this way?
I don't know.
And today, I'm going to discuss it with you. The name origin of the street name in Hoddle Grid in Melbourne. Just a simple tip before we start our topic. Sir Richard Bourke was a British Army officer. Therefore, a lot of the naming was related to United Kingdom, especially some important personnel in the parliament or government in Britain at the time. That's why he named the city of Melbourne in honour of Lord Melbourne, the Prime Minister of United Kingdom at that time, William Lamb. So parallel with Yarra River, from the south to north, start with Flinders Street, Collins Street, Bourke Street, Lonsdale Street, and Trobe Street. And let's start from the southern end, Flinders Street. This 1.6 kilometers Flinders Street was named after a British navigator, Captain Matthew Flinders, who explored the area of Port Phillip Bay in 1802. Born in the year of 1774 in Donington of England, he was also credited as being the first person to utilize the name Australia to describe the entirety of the continent. The first Lieutenant Governor of Tasmania, David Collins, was the person Collins Street named after. Meanwhile, at the time, Tasmania was known as Van Diemen's Land. He was credited to have established the first settlement in Port Phillip Bay in 1803, around today's Sutherland Bay in Mornington Peninsula. Born in 1756 in London and arrived in Sydney in 1788. He was a British Marine officer who served with Governor Arthur Phillip on the first fleet to establish a penal colony which is today Sydney. Furthermore, he was also the founder of the city of Hobart in Tasmania. Bourke Street was named in honour of the 8th Governor of New South Wales, Sir Richard Bourke, who was the Governor of New South Wales at the time of the founding of Melbourne. The area of Victoria State today was part of the colony of New South Wales before being separated in 1851. Born in 1777 in Dublin of Ireland, he was a Major General in British Army who involved in Napoleonic Wars. He was appointed to succeed Sir Ralph Darling as the Governor of New South Wales in 1831. This 2-kilometer street, Lonsdale Street, as the original northern end of Hoddle Grid, was named in honour of Melbourne's first magistrate, William Lonsdale. Born in Den Helder of Batavian Republic in 1799, he was credited to supervise the founding of the official settlement of Melbourne. The Trobe Street was laid out as an extension of the original Hoddle Grid in 1839, and it was named after Charles Trobe, who was appointed in 1839 as the Superintendent of Port Phillip District of New South Wales. Born in 1801 in London and arrived in Sydney in 1839. He was also the first ever Lieutenant Governor of Victoria when Victoria became an independent colony in 1851. Meanwhile, perpendicular with Yarra River from east to west, lay out Spring Street, Exhibition Street, Russell Street, Swanston Street, Elizabeth Street, Queen Street, William Street, King Street, and Spencer Street. Spring Street was named after the first Baron Montague of Brandon, Thomas Spring Rice. Born in 1790 in Limerick of Ireland, the street was named by Sir Richard Bourke as a friend of Thomas Spring Rice. Exhibition Street was named in 1880 during the International Exhibition held at Royal Exhibition Building. It was the 8th World Fair officially recognized by the Bureau International des Expositions (BIE) and the first official World Fair in Southern Hemisphere. Unfortunately, Exhibition was not the original name of the street. It was first known as Stephen Street in 1837 before the new name took place in 1880. It was named as a tribute of Sir James Stephen, who was born in 1789 in London. He was the permanent Under Secretary for the British colonies in London. Russell Street was named after John Russell, the British Home Secretary and leader of the House of Commons at the time of the establishment of Melbourne. John Russell, who was also the first Earl of Russell, was born in Mayfair of England in 1792. He was also a 2 times Prime Minister of United Kingdom. Charles Swanston, a founding member of the Port Phillip Association founded by John Batman, born in 1789 in Mornington of Scotland and arrived in Hobart in 1829. He was a British merchant, banker, politician and also financial backers for the Port Phillip Association. He was also known as one of the earlier grazers in today's area of Geelong. A lot of people thought that Elizabeth Street was named after the former monarch of United Kingdom, Queen Elizabeth II. Unfortunately, it was impossible as Queen Elizabeth II wasn't born at the time when Hoddle Grid was laid. By the way, it is a sad news today that Queen Elizabeth II passed away at the age of 96. So, Elizabeth Street was actually named by Sir Richard Bourke after his wife, Elizabeth Jane Bourke. Same like Elizabeth Street, most people think that Queen Street was named after Queen Victoria, most likely due to Queen Victoria Market established next to the street. It was actually named after Queen Adelaide of Saxe-Meiningen, wife of King William IV, who was the Queen during the street was named. Coincidentally, Queen Victoria became the Queen of United Kingdom after the Hoddle Grid was first laid. Similar case to Queen Street, William Street was named after the reigning monarch of United Kingdom, King William IV. Came to this point, you would think that King Street was named after King William IV. Am I right? Haha, unfortunately, you are wrong.
Wow, eh?
It is not named after the monarch. It was actually named after a former governor of New South Wales, Philip Gillett King. Born in 1758 in Rochester of England, he was served as the 3rd governor of New South Wales. Meanwhile, do you know the former name of Port Phillip Bay? Port King was named after him by John Murray when he first discovered the area of today, Port Phillip Bay, in 1802, just 10 weeks before Captain Matthew Flinders explored Port Phillip Bay. So the western end of Hoddle Grid was named after John Spencer by Sir Richard Bourke. He was the 3rd Earl Spencer who served as Chancellor of Exchequer under William Lamb. So these are all the name origin of the main street in Hoddle Grid in Melbourne CBD. If you're still watching this episode until this point, I believe that you learned a lot of additional knowledge. Anyway, this will be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. If you think my video is interesting, please kindly click the like, subscribe my channel and share it to everyone. Knowledge is power and good to be shared to everyone. I'm Clam from Clam Travelog and I will see you on my next episode. Goodbye.